There's no place I'd rather be.
Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Blues. Welcome back to another video. We hope you're all doing well today. We're your hosts, Ben and Mark. Before we get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share this video out as much as possible, guys. It really helps us out. We really do appreciate all the love and support you give us week after week, day after day, video after video. It is really, really appreciated. We have had a seriously good weekend. We're going to talk about that in a separate video, though. And we're going to be really diving into what we did that weekend. This weekend just gone. So it's been amazing, though. Honestly, so good. So good. But today is your AC Milan versus Chelsea match preview. This game is vital. A vital game. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting, this one. I feel like after the two games we've had, we're in a positive place. A very positive place. Would you agree, Dad?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
And do you know what? I think after the weekend, after the other Milan game where we respectively we ran out 3-0. Fofana getting the first goal, Aubameyang, and then Reece James making it 3-0 to the final score. We absolutely wiped the floor with them, and we did the same with Wolves this weekend. Yeah. So, what is different this week? A few things are different. It's a away game. The atmosphere is going to be hostile. We already know this is going to be a hostile place. San Siro is a nasty place to go. It's not the best looking stadium in the world, but it does create an atmosphere, and Milan love an atmosphere. There are two clubs from Milan play there, Inter Milan and AC Milan. But we know we've played Inter Milan there before and it has been hostile. But, that aside, we have to win. Yes, this game now is vital. We win this in the Champions League, we're in the driving seat. We are in the driving seat for that. If we beat AC Milan and we beat Dinamo Zagreb, we are 100% in the driving seat and we are looking positive. We've been looking positive for the last few games. And I think, Dad, we've seen this now for the last few games. We won against Palace, we won against Milan, we won against Wolves this weekend. Yeah. 3 wins on the bank. Surely that's got to be confidence up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I think, they've got to be playing with that confidence, all the time now. Both in the Premier League and the Champions League.
100%. Because Graham Potter's got something going. He's got something clicking. He's got something going. He's got something different about the boys now. There's that elegance in the football. There's the quality, the precision, the energy. There's fast football, and that is important. But Milan didn't really have a good game against us. That Wednesday just gone. They really didn't. They really didn't look like they enjoyed it either. Their fans created the atmosphere at the stadium, at Stamford Bridge, but they just didn't play. They didn't look up for it. They didn't look like they were there. Fikayo Tomori looked like really, really fed up. Giroud didn't even touch the ball. Rafael Leao, isolated. Even when Fofana went off with that injury and Chalobah came on, Chalobah looked excellent. And Chalobah looked excellent this weekend as well. Yeah. So, we're in a really good position, realistically. Confidence is high. I don't know how Milan got on the game on the weekend. I'm not too sure. But, look, a bit of team news as well. Ziyech not on the plane. Fofana out for a few weeks longer. Kante has had a setback in his rehabilitation. We need to discuss this quickly. Kante, what do we do? Do we his contract's up next season? At the end of this season, just coming up. What do we do, Dad? What do you think? Do we just let him go and it's been great, but do we let him go and find something new?
Yeah, it's a very tough one and also a very sad one. Since his injuries, he's never really been the same player. He does show, you know, that sort of sparkle, that glowing ember that he once was. But I just think when we use that terminology, he's lost his mojo. Yeah. Um, so we just have to see, what develops here over time. Um, but still a great player.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
I mean,
he'd
of
be
course.
very well missed at Chelsea.
Oh,
But
100%. When he's at his best, he's the best defensive-minded midfielder in the world.
yes,
He
yeah.
is phenomenal. But unfortunately, it's just not there no more.
Yeah, like I
The
say,
mind is willing, but the body is not.
hmm,
And that's where that's what we're losing out on
yeah,
is his bodily he's expecting his body to do what his mind wants it to, but it's just not happening. There's something
yeah.
not
You
right.
can't have one without the other.
No,
The
it's
body
yin
and the
yang.
mind. Yeah,
Yin and
yeah,
yang. There's nothing there.
yeah.
I do think though is we're just gonna let his contract run out and we're just gonna let him go. And I think he needs to maybe retire. Just sort of stop yourself from getting injured any further. At the end of the season, just retire gracefully. And I don't know. A lot of Chelsea fans are probably gonna hate me for that, but I just think we have to be realistic. And the reality is Kante is not the same player. But enough about that. Let's continue with Milan. This game is so important to me. I'm so buzzing. I'm buzzing for this game. There's adrenaline going. I'm really excited. Are you the same, Dad, or are you, nervous?
Yeah. I'm a little bit apprehensive. How this one is going to pan out. We're away. We're against a hostile crowd. I think we've got to hold our nerves. Yeah, we've got to play with the same confidence that we did last week. And I think we'll come out shining the other end of that tunnel again. So from the second of the whistle, we got to hit the ground running, and play with the same mental attitude and physical attitude that we played last week. And I think we can beat them again.
Yeah, I mean, how do we do with this? Like the question is, are we going to be the same? What are we going to have to do to beat Milan this time? I think we're going to have to play exactly the same, with the same attitude, the same desire, the same energy, but with a bit more. Because we're away, it's gonna need that little bit more, that little extra something.
Yeah.
But we need to take a minute about Graham Potter as well.
And you've got to remember, about the state of play. No two games are ever the same.
No.
And like I say, we're in a totally different environment here. So, we've got to be, tuned up, ready to go. Yeah. Like I say, the positive mental attitude, and hold our nerves, do not bottle it, get out there, and if we can have a repeat performance of last week,
fantastic.
Yeah, that
would just send the players
absolutely
confidence
awesome.
through the roof.
Yeah.
There would be so much
Exactly.
confidence in the dressing room. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen this season? I do think we need to take a minute to just mention Graham Potter and the job he's doing so far. It's been exemplary from him. His attitude, the way his staff have been, everything has been perfect. He's settled in well. He's got the players playing a way that we didn't expect. I thought it was gonna burn out, and we thought it was just gonna be under the same sort of system, but obviously not. So things have changed. Moved to a back four, for example, for some games, and that's interesting. We're gonna get into the lineup in a minute and what we think is Graham Potter is gonna do tomorrow. But yeah, as I say, Kante's out, Fofana's out, Ziyech is out. I mean, we knew Fofana was going to be out. Kante set back. Ziyech doesn't really play as much as he used to. So we'll see what happens. But guys, we're going to get into the lineup now. We're going to give you our thoughts. Before that, though, Dad, I just want to ask a few of your final thoughts, about Wednesday and how we could approach this game to make, the same way, but with what's that little bit extra that we need.
Yeah, I just think extra, physicality
Yeah.
on the ball, speed and pace. Yeah, it's all about going out there, as I said, and the two things working in harmony, mind and body. Yeah, you can't have one without the other, and we got to go out there. Be strong. Yeah, be confident. We can conquer this for the second time. And go on to better things in the Champions League. So, yeah, yeah, I say, get out there, be confident. This team, is really starting to radiate now. Yeah, and
We're seeing good things. But yeah, guys, let's get into the lineup now. We'll give you our thoughts on each individual player as we go through this. So let's get into this now, and we'll give you our thoughts. So, starting in goal, again, we go with Kepa. No other decision has to be made other than Kepa at this point. He's in the best form he's been in since he's played at Chelsea. He looks fantastic. I think Potter's got him confidence. He's got him, a goalkeeper who can play out the back with his feet. We saw a lot of it against Wolves on the weekend, where he was coming out of the box to make sure the lines were cleared and he was keeping the ball in situations you never expected to. Moving in to your thoughts, Dad, about Kepa.
Yeah, he's ideal, and Mendy is taking time out. I know. We didn't know what was wrong there, but he was like sleeping, and
Hopefully
being
he
caught
can come
out.
back stronger.
But I think Kepa has proved his worth, and here we go again. Keep Kepa in goals.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, Kepa in goal. We've gone with the back four. So at the back four, in the back two centre back positions, we've gone with Thiago Silva and Kalidou Koulibaly. Dad, your thoughts on these two players?
Well, Thiago Silva, every time for me, he can't fail that man. And, despite his age, we say age is just a number, he is playing so strong, and he's the key to this team, yeah? Koulibaly, yeah, he's, playing very well. He does tend to make a few mistakes, which I did see when I watched live on Saturday against Wolves. But, he's fresh to the team, and,
Give him time.
Yeah, it's all teething problems, yeah.
Yeah, we've had a change of manager, change of style of play. Koulibaly's obviously going to have to get used to that. To give him time, and I think he'll develop into a top centre back. And I do want to just commend Trevor Chalobah as well, because he was excellent on the weekend. I wanted to put him in this team, but I thought Champions League experience, Koulibaly is the man for that. Moving in to the right back and the left back, we have none other than Mr. Reece James and Marc Cucurella. Dad, these two, exceptional players.
I call them the dynamic duo, yeah. They work superbly well together. Such accurate passing, good pace on the ball, yeah. Reece, as always, very strong, threatening at goal area as well. A must for me. Too.
And I'm sick of this debate about Reece and Trent. It should be over. It should be over.
On this,
This should be dead in the water by now.
Yeah. There's no
comparison.
No.
Trent is a good attacking right back, yes, but defending, he doesn't defend. He doesn't know what it is, I don't think. But Reece James, backwards, forwards, he's perfect. He can defend, he can attack, he can shoot, he can cross, he can pass. His switch of play is excellent. I've got no other words for Reece James, and watching him live on Saturday was something else. And yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about Reece James in the later video. Marc Cucurella, excellent player, can defend well, can attack well, good crosser of the ball, good speed, good energy, good vibes from Cucurella all the time. Every time he's on the pitch, he looks fantastic. Moving into the midfield too, we're going with a 4-2-3-1. So, in the two defensive midfielders area, we have gone with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Mateo Kovacic. Dad, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mateo Kovacic, your thoughts?
Yeah. Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he's playing very well, recently. even though he hasn't had a hell of a lot of, time, in the first team. He's only played intermittently in certain games. Kovacic, yeah, again, this is somebody, who's surprised me the way he's been playing these last few games. Yeah, absolutely. And I would take Robert Loftus-Cheek, over Jorginho sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's only sometimes.
That's only
yeah?
sometimes. It all
Yeah,
depends
yeah,
on the
yeah.
game. It all depends on the game and how we want to set up. But obviously with the back four, Jorginho can't protect the back four. He doesn't protect the back four that well. But I think these two, they have something going on at the moment, and I think it's very special. So we'll see how they get on. Moving into the two wingers, we're going with Raheem Sterling, Raheem the Dream, and Christian Pulisic. Let's give him another game. Dad, your thoughts on Raheem Sterling and Christian Pulisic?
Yeah, again, another good combo there. Now, Sterling, he's been immense since he's come to Chelsea, yeah, and he's proved his worth, yeah. He came to us with quite a good resume, as a Premier League footballer playing with Man City, of course. And then you've got, Pulisic, yeah, and yeah, like I say, there's still that glimmer of hope with Pulisic, yeah.
We saw it Saturday.
And it was evident Saturday, and I do believe he's going to be back to his form. When I can't say for definite, but he is making great progress, and I think he's starting to shine again.
Exactly, yeah. And then this position, the number 10, this is a debate. This is the debate me and my dad have been having all day.
Had to toss a coin for
We had to toss a coin for this. So, it was either Conor Gallagher or Mason Mount. In the end, we had to toss a coin for this because none of us we couldn't decide, and we were arguing about it. So we said toss a coin in the end, and we came to the conclusion with the toss of a coin that Mason Mount will start. The reason I think Mason Mount will start is Champions League experience. Conor Gallagher doesn't have that Champions League experience just yet for these big nights. This is a big night, and Mason Mount does have that experience in big nights. As we know, he's won the Champions League with Chelsea already. He looked excellent when he did. And do you know what? I think he'll do okay. I think with Raheem and Christian Pulisic on either side of him, I think that will benefit him to play through the middle and be able to press and run and be a bit more free to be able to use his abilities to his best. Dad, your thoughts on Mason Mount?
Yeah, I think Mason Mount, especially this weekend, playing against Wolves. He surprises me. He has been quite a bit lackadaisy. We don't know where he is in space or time or whatever, but it could be things going on there that we don't know about. But I think overall, Mason Mount over Gallagher only because of experience. Yeah. There's a lot of experience to gain for Connor. Yeah, and I do see him coming on. Yeah, climbing the ranks now, and I think give it another year, 2 years, and this boy is going to be a major celebrity at Chelsea.
Yeah, he's going to be a major star. Yeah. I think he's got the sky's the limit for Conor Gallagher at the moment. Yeah. And we'll see where he ends up. Mm-hmm. But to finish his squad off, we did have another debate about this as well. Broja or Aubameyang. We decided Aubameyang. Champions League experience, ability, goal scoring threat. He is phenomenal in this situation. His pace, his energy, he provides everything that we need. And I think, guys, this is the team that we've put together for what we think Potter is going to do. Let us know your thoughts on it, whether you make any changes or not. But this is our team. Let us know your thoughts. Let's get back to the main camera now, and we'll give you our prediction. So, in terms of a prediction, based on our last 2 games, or our last 3 games, sorry, the way we played against Palace, the way we played against Milan, the way we played against Wolves on the weekend, there's a lot to shout about at the moment, and I think there's a lot of expectation, but we don't want to put too much on it. We don't want to put too much expectation on it. But if we go to the San Siro with the same attitude, the same desire, the same energy that we have for the last 2 games, I think we'll get a win, and I do think we're going to run out 2-0 winners. Dad, what's your prediction?
Well, it's like with every game, you know, when we've won and there's a second leg, you know, it's never a case to be conceited, yeah? So I think we have to go in there, you know, all guns blazing, you know, like I said, the positive mental attitude. And, you know, I would say, you know, somebody might say, for example, oh, we're going to play, you know, the next leg of this. We were 3-0 up last time. We're going to be 5-0 up this time. You know, I've gone with a modest.
Just remember, this is a league style group.
Yeah.
So
with a modest score this time.
It doesn't matter about aggregate.
Yeah.
So what's your prediction?
That. But my prediction is a modest 2-0.
Good prediction. They must be reading each other's notes. But guys, those are our predictions. Let us know your predictions in the comment section below.
Yeah.
That's the end of today's video now, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have been Talking Blues. We have been your hosts, Ben and Mark. If you are new to the channel and you haven't seen us before, or you haven't subscribed yet, please
join
make
us.
sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share this video out as much as possible, guys. It really does help us out. It's been amazing. Support on the channel has been absolutely incredible. We really appreciate all your support. It really has helped us out so much. And you know what, guys? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section about our score predictions, our lineup. Would you make any changes? Let us know your lineups, your predictions. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And until the next video, guys, we'll see you then. Take care.